Hi, welcome to GGKCS, a multi-generational podcast / FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross-stitch, and geeky. I'm Cece, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of August, 2021, and this is episode 457. I'd like to say, sorry, my allergies, all of a sudden, goodness, there's something in the air. I just opened the balcony door, so I'd like to say a big welcome back. I love y'all. To all returning viewers and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hope you enjoy the show. So last week I didn't do a full episode because I was at the Autumn and Stars Hollow Black Needle Society retreat, which was amazing. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about today. So I think we probably should just go ahead and get started. All right, let's talk about what's on my needles. So in my adorable little kitties project bag from Little Fish Stitches, I am working on some socks for me. These are my Fairy Light shorty socks from my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. Obviously, I need more coffee today, apparently, which you can get on our website, javapearldesigns.com. I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is West Yorkshire Spinner's signature 4-ply self-striping in the Fairy Lights colorway. One sock is done. I don't know. I can't remember what I told y'all 2 weeks ago. Okay. So we're just going to pretend like whatever. So one sock is done. I do need to weave in the ends, but one sock is done. And I did make it taller, like I talked about at some point. I made it just about, I want to say maybe like 3/4 of an inch taller, just to give it a little bit more. And here is the second sock. And I think they are not matchy-matchy because whatever, it's fine. Actually, I should hold them this way so we can see. So I have like just a portion of a stripe, and I'll be ready to do the heel on this one. That's super exciting. So these are shorty socks for me. Gammy did wind some yarn for me. Yes, they wound the yarn for their own birthday socks. So Gammy wound yarn for me for their birthday socks and for my bestie Katie's birthday socks. So once I finish these, I will start in on Gammy's because their birthday is before Katie's. And then we will, then I will do Katie's. And then there should be leftovers of both of those yarns to make more shorty socks for me. Yeah. So that is what I am working on. I'm working on this week's preemie hat too, but I'll show you that next week. All right. I have some FOs. Let's move on to the next segment. All right, now I'm going to show you my finished projects. So I have actually 2 finished preemie hats to show you because I didn't show you last week. So this is number 32 for the year, and this is number 33 for the year. They're from my free top-down preemie hat pattern that you can get on our website, javapearldesigns.com. I did these on US 6's 4 mil needles. On this one, I used Virgo Vintage DK in the white colorway for the pom-pom and a stripe, and I used Brene Softy Baby in the Princess Pebbles colorway. And then this one, I used up the last, as far as I know, unless some magically appears in my stash somewhere, I used up the last of Knitting in France Sparkles in the Something About Cece colorway with Red Heart Soft in the light gray heather colorway. So 32, 33, I think this made 51 finished projects for the year, I believe. And then I am working on hat number 34. So yay for FOs. Still can't donate them because pandemic. But I have a large bag full as soon as I can donate them. So, all right, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for FlossTube in my I am no bird and no net ensnares me Jane Eyre project bag from the Black Needle Society. I am working on what is on the screen. This is Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna Designs. I am using Fiber on a Whim 14 count Ada in the lipstick colorway, also by Black Needle Society. And my needle minder, which I don't think is going to show as I show you this, is also from Black Needle Society. Here is where I'm at. Now, I have no idea where I was 2 weeks ago. But I do know, I have an extra hand. How's that? I do know that in this last week, because I was editing my Patreon video this morning, I know I finished up these flowers and then started up here on the boats and the stars. Can you see the stars? But I'm pretty sure that the week before I must have like finished under here maybe and like the greenery or something. I don't know. So so the underneath is complete. The side is complete. I do need to do the little bit of back stitching for these, but I'll wait till the end to do that. So working on all this up here now. I love how it's turning out. She's so beautiful. So beautiful. So, yeah. But I like really, really want to get a finish on this, but I also really, really want to work on what I'm about to show you next, which is in my Gilmore Girls in Omnia Paratus project bag from Black Needle Society. From the Autumn and Stars Hollow Retreat. We got the Hep Alien zipper pull. So I am stitching. Ooh, that does not show very well in that package. Let's pull it out. Here we go. This is Autumn and Stars Hollow by Katie Landis of Black Needle Society. And this is the pattern that was in the Autumn and Stars Hollow box. And I am stitching it. I'm going to stitch it as the 4 pieces connected. So there will be another, I think, what is it? 95 by 95 stitch square for each of the 4 seasons. So autumn is 3rd, and then winter will be the 4th one. And then on this side will be summer and spring. So I am using mostly called for, I did convert some of the fancy flosses over to Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks, and one DMC. And I am stitching this on I believe it's an 18 count Aida. This is why I stuck this in here so I would remember. Hold on. Yes, an 18 count Aida. Needle minder is also from this box. So here we go. So I only stitched on this to start with during the stitching challenges at the retreat. And I think I missed doing 2 of the 1-hour stitching challenges. Time difference was hard. So, but when I finished the retreat, I was at 25.04% complete. How do I know that? Because I put pattern in Pattern Keeper, and it's amazing. I love Pattern Keeper for full coverage. So I was at 25.04% complete, and then I was like, I really wanted to work on it this week, and then work was a beast. Work was a beast this week. And so I was lucky to even get a few stitches in during the week. But last night I attended the Black Needle Society monthly stitching chat, and I did my 25/7 stitching, and then I worked on this, and I like finished the roof of the gazebo. I finished some of this interior. I started doing some of the leaves. I did down here the steps. And so I think I'm at like right around 30% finished now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish gazebo and all this and the leaves. So there's a pumpkin down here. That's a pumpkin stem. And then from there, I'll probably do, there's a lamppost with a wreath on it there. I'll probably do that next. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there. Maybe I'll go to this side and do the Luke's cup. So we will see. But I'm loving this. So I need to figure out how to like alternate this and Dreaming Girl, because I want to make progress on this, even though I won't fully finish this until all the retreats are over and all the patterns are released. I really want to finish this because I just love it so much. So it says Copper Boom up there. And then we got the gazebo. The needle minder says, this is the last time I buy anything just because it's furry. And that's referencing the alarm clock that did not wake Lorelai up on the first day of Rory's starting school at Chilton. So, okay, and then the other thing that I've been working on is my 25/7 project. This is in my Knit Run Dig Winnie the Pooh project bag. This is Edinburgh Castle by Terra Luna Stitchery. All the details of everything that I am using for this project are in our show notes at ggkcs.com. So, since I saw you last, I finished these two 100 stitch squares. No, I finished these 4 100 stitch squares. And then this is what I put in last night. So I do 25 stitches a day on this, except for one day a week I do 50 so that I finish 2 100 stitch squares. So when I finished this column on Friday night, I was at 35,200 stitches out of 265,824 stitches complete. That puts me at 13.242% complete. And then I was looking at the pattern yesterday with Dammy. When I finish this column, so that'll be 4 weeks to finish this column. When I do start on this column, there are like, I think it's 2 stitches, maybe 3 stitches that are left on page 6. And the rest of the column is on page 7. So I'm technically going to have to be, it's going to be 8 weeks to fully finish page 6. Even though if you did it by stitch count, it would be like 5 weeks or something. But I will have a page finish in the next couple of months. And yeah, 25 stitches is more than 0 stitches, even though this is going to take me 22 years more to complete if I keep doing it this way. There's a completion date in sight, and I will finish this. So I hope at some point to be able to work on it more. But with the reduced crafting time, plus wanting to knit and stitch on other things and such, 25 stitches a day is what I'm doing. So there were several new colors that I used this last week down here. So as we're getting more into the castle part, they're using, because there's like 60 some odd colors in this. So I think I'm somewhere like right up around here. So we're about to get back into the clouds. And then when I finish this across, I'll come down here. So I'll have a lot of clouds and then a lot of castle. But I don't know. I need to look at the pattern. But like a lot of this looks like the same color. I don't know. We'll see. And it's going to be 57 years before I get down here to the green. So, okay. Well, that is everything that I have cross-stitched on these last 2 weeks. There is cross-stitch content in Yummies. Lots of cross-stitch content in Yummies, so you should stick around. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about, Yummies. I will forewarn you, I might have to pause because my grocery order is out for delivery. So I'm like tracking it. But I was like, I'm going to record as much as I can. And if I have to pause, it'll be a blip for y'all. But anyway, so lots of cross-stitch content in this. So I got the Just Cross Stitch October issue. This is not the Halloween, the special Halloween issue. Which I'm going to show you. This is the regular subscription October issue. And I have to honestly say that I am not really impressed with this issue. Let me just flip it open to this page here. I don't understand why there was so much bears in it. There was a lot of bears. I don't know. What did I think was cute? Well, the cover image, that's just gorgeous. This is adorable. This vintage cat. I've seen so many of those. The little happy Halloween, cake. That's cute. And, they're adding more to the Christmas Quaker. But honestly, I was not impressed with this issue at all. Also, I don't understand why the special Halloween issue does not come with your subscription. Just saying. There is, as much as I didn't like that issue, there is so much amazing stuff in this issue. I could flip through this for ages. There's all kinds of cats. That one says Broomstick Brigade. That's adorable. This, look at that. Forget the witch, worry about the cat. See more of those vintage cats. Let's see. Oh, this one. It says, happy, afraid, cat, angry. Here, it's on the front cover. Look how adorable that is. I freaking love that one. Love that one so much. And then over on this page, how about Nightmare? Right there. Nightmare Before Coffee. Where is it? Oh, this one. Hocus Pocus. I need coffee to focus. Love that. There are, I mean, like, I could spend a long time going through this issue. There is so many cute things, so many designers that you would recognize, like Lindy Stitches, Frosted Pumpkin, Art of Designs. I'm trying to think who else. It's been a few days since I flipped through this. Witchy Stitcher. There's other ones that seem familiar to me. I need more coffee. But like, anyway, there are so many. Autumn Lane Stitchery. There we go. There, Autumn Lane Stitcheries. Who did that one? I freaking love that so much. How big is it? 55 by 144. There is some back stitching. There's quite a lot of back stitching, which I hate, but it gives such good definition for the pumpkins and all of that. I love that one. Love that one so much. Anyway, this is a really, really great issue, and I love it a lot. So if you have not got your hands on the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, highly recommend it. And I ordered that from 123 Stitch because I also wanted to order this pattern. This is Heartstring Samplery. It's called Next Door. It says, I wish you lived next door. It's got these beautiful flowers. I don't know what kind of bird this is. Anybody know? Anybody want to tell me? I don't know birds. Like, is that like a peacock with its feathers down? I don't know. I don't think it says in the pattern either what it is, but it's so cute. And I want to stitch this for my bestie Katie. Shh, don't tell her. This is 107 by 69. I'm wondering, I would have to change colors, obviously, which I would change anyway because I don't stitch with weak dye works. Other than if I happen to have some still in my stash, I would use it, but I wouldn't buy new. That's just personal preference. I'm wondering about stitching it on, like, if I would have enough to stitch it on the leftover pink fabric from my Dreaming Girl, because Katie loves pink as well. I knew I'd need to do the math and see, but gosh, wouldn't that be beautiful on that pink with change some of the colors? I mean, that a turquoise would just pop on that pink. I would obviously have to change some of the flower colors and some on the bird, but I might do that. I might do that because it's just so beautiful. So this is in my list of things to stitch. We are going to refresh the grocery delivery page and see if the grocery delivery people are here or nearby. No, they're not here. They came close, but I don't know, you know, their order, whatever. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you is we got our knit crate, and this one is July. They're catching up because of COVID, as happens. So this month's yarn is Uru Yarn Electric, which is a 40% Hukaya, I don't say it right, Hukaya alpaca, 30% wool, 30% Surrey alpaca, worsted weight, 150 yards, 100 grams, and this is the Rave colorway. I told Dammy this would be really pretty preemie hats, especially like you could pair it with a black for like a stripe and a pom-pom, or just do one so I may have to keep a skein of this for preemie hats. So yeah, so this month's theme was, or July's theme was weekend. And it came with this cute little, I haven't even opened the package. Glitter heart keychain. I may have to put it like as a zipper pull. I just think it's really cute. Really cute. So they did not send the booklets this month just because of issues with printing and all of that. So they're only available digitally. So I don't have the patterns to show you. But we are given a monthly subscription to Knit Crate so that we can share it with you. We put a lot of times we put the yarns and such into our prize bucket. So we do give away a lot of what they send to us just to share that with y'all. I do keep some of it. It just is what it is. But they have given us a coupon code for y'all. The link is in our website, ggkcs.com, but the coupon code is Geeky20, GEEKY20, for 20% off your first order. It will work to discount the first month of a recurring monthly subscription and on any of their shop items. So beautiful, beautiful. This would be lovely preemie hats. So yeah, so I might keep a skein of it to use for preemie hats. And yeah. Okay, that is everything for this segment. I feel like I could have talked for 20 more minutes about the Halloween issue from Just Cross Stitch, but yeah, I've got lots of other stuff to tell you about. So let's move on to the next segment. And now let's talk about what we're reading, watching, and listening to. Just a reminder about our RAL, Read Along. This is a challenge for you to read 15 minutes a day, every day. I don't care what you're reading, as long as you're reading. Audiobooks do count. By participating in the seasonal challenges, you earn entries into the year-long challenge, and at the beginning of 2022, which is coming faster than we realize, we will draw for 3 grand prize winners. All the details and how to enter are in our show notes at ggkcs.com and in our Facebook group. So let's talk about what I've been reading these last couple of weeks. Still reading The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. I'm reading that as part of my counseling. I've also started reading another book as part of my counseling called Leaving the Fold, a guide for former fundamentalists and others leaving their religion by Marlene Winnell. This book talks about, well, the as much as I've gotten into it, it's hard to explain. Religion can cause a lot of trauma. And in reading this book, I'm not saying that I'm leaving my faith, because my faith is always going to be a part of me, but I've been really hurt by religion. So just doing some work around that, around religious trauma. So yeah. I also finished reading the book for this month for my book club, The Unashamed Love Collective. I'm trying to see if I just did an increase row. I'm knitting on my preemie hat while we're talking. It's called Does Jesus Really Love Me? A Gay Christian's Pilgrimage in Search of God in America by Jeff Chu. It was good, but it was triggering in a lot of ways. So we will have book club. I think it's next week. And then fiction-wise, I finished listening to Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. Really sweet, sweet book. I really enjoyed it. And then I also finished reading books 2 and 3 in the Will Darling Adventure series by K.J. Charles, The Sugared Game and Subtle Blood. These are not safe for children. They are male-male romances with some mystery, criminal, such, but set not present day. So I read The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. This book was amazing. It takes the premise of like, oh, it's a storied life. This happens and he meets this person and they fall in love and this and this and this, until that's not really what happens. And you're not sure where it's going, when you start, you're really kind of confused about like, wait, what? Why is he writing these notes about, because he owns a bookstore. He's writing these notes about short stories and such, but why is he doing, and then like, it was a very good book. Highly, highly recommend it. Very much enjoyed it. I read book 1 of the summer series by Jenny Han, The Summer I Turned Pretty. It was a decent YA book. We'll see if I read the second one in the series or not. I didn't really like the ending, but I guess they were trying to make it so that if book 1 did well, they could be a book 2. So we'll see. And then I'm currently reading Written in the Stars, which is book 1 in a series by the same name by Alexandria Belfleur. And this is an LGBTQ romance. And so stayed up too late last night reading that. I'm not done, but I did read a lot of it. Continue to watch episodes of Law & Order Special Victims Unit, along with the That's Messed Up, an SVU podcast, which is not safe for children. Rewatching season 1 of Gilmore Girls with the I Am All In podcast with Scott Patterson, and love it. We finished watching season 2, and we're watching season 3 of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I have to be in the right mood for that, though. Dammy and I finished watching season 3 of Blow Up. I am about 3/4 of the way, I think, but in watching Leverage Redemption, which is a show, like Leverage was something we watched several years ago, and then this is like I think it was Amazon Prime, maybe, who did kind of a sequel kind of to it. And then I didn't type any of this in, but this week, like I said earlier, has been a really rough week at work. And so I've been watching a lot of the mindless kind of HGTV style shows, just needing to veg. So, yeah. And then, of course, I'm listening to my favorite murder podcasts, those other podcasts I mentioned above, as well as a few others, random Spotify playlists. And, yeah. That's what I've been reading, watching, and listening to these last 2 weeks. And now it's time for our summertime and the living is easy, Al. This is our seasonal along that we host. This runs for June, July, and August. And all the details are in the show notes at ggkcs.com. The finish line, or the whatever we call it, where you post your projects, is in our Facebook group. Like I said, all the details are there. We talk about this in detail the first podcast of every month. But we're coming to an end on this. You have about a week and a half left. I think I just miscounted somewhere. I'll look at it when I stop recording. That's what I get for doing increase rows and trying to talk at the same time. It's for any projects you knit, crochet, weave, spin, stitch, or sew that you can convince this is related to summer. Your fallback is you made it in the summer. So you have a week and a half. Sorry, I'm like, this segment. You have about a week and a half left to get them posted. And then the first podcast of September, we will announce winners. But people who finished projects in the last 2 weeks are Brittany M., Emily R., Jane S., Lisa L., Sarah G., Silver D., and Tracy O. Great job, everybody. So get your projects finished and posted, and you might be a prize winner. And then we will have, we will start the September, October, November, I think we call it the autumnal owl. You can see that I have not prepped for that. But yes, we will be doing the September, October, November owl next. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for Ask the Geeks, the part of the show where you ask us things and we try to answer them. This week's question was originally asked and answered in 2018. It came from Mary, who says, what is your connection to the Pacific Northwest? How long do you intend to stay in this area? Our connection to the Pacific Northwest was non-existent. So if you've been around for a while, you know our story. But I have some chronic health issues that continue to be very severe, but they were even more severe. And when we were in Scotland, the climate really, really helped my health. So when we came back to the U.S., we wanted to try to find a place that had a similar climate, which was the Pacific Northwest. Although these heat waves that we've been having, that's not Scotland weather. So we moved up here to the Pacific Northwest, not having ever visited here, we just came. And so now I'm over here in Seattle, moved off the Kitsap Peninsula back in February. And Gammy also lives here in Seattle, attending university. So at this point, I intend to stay here. Now, if I could move to Scotland tomorrow, I would. I really miss the UK and would love to be able to move back there at some point. But, all those things about visas and such. So, but that is how we came to the Pacific Northwest. I'm originally from Texas/New Mexico. And the heat and humidity there was part of the reason my health plummeted so badly. So we knew we couldn't go back there. So that is why we're here in the Pacific Northwest. So thank you, Mary, for the question. If you have a question for us, you can go to our Ask the Geeks thread in the Facebook group and post it, or post it in the comments of any of our YouTube videos, and we will transfer them over to our list to answer. And thus far, there has not been a single question we've not been willing to answer, so feel free to ask. All right, let's move on to the next segment. All right, friends, with that, we've made it to the end of the show. Some announcements. Next week's episode, which will drop on, looking on the calendar, Monday, the 30th of August, is a very special episode because we are celebrating our 9th podiversary, 9 years of recording for y'all. And Gammy will be on the episode. We have already put together a list of 9 prizes that we're going to be giving away. So make sure and tune in next week because you won't want to miss it as we celebrate 9 years together. I told Dammy that we need cake. I need to, we talked about that a little bit back. I need to reiterate that with them that we need cake to celebrate our 9th podiversary. So I can't believe it's been 9 years that we've been doing this. So, gosh, yeah, definitely life is so much different now than where we were 9 years ago. So just wanted to let you know that and make sure you join us for our 9th podiversary next week. Another reminder, we are part of the Pride Owl, the Pride Along. This being co-hosted by many different people. It started on the 17th of May and runs through the end of June next year. In our show notes, ggkcs.com, there is a YouTube video link where you can get all the details, and our hashtag is hashtag GGKCS Pride Along 2122. We'd like to say a humongous thank you, love y'all, to everyone who supports the podcast, no matter how it is you do. A big thank you, especially to those who support financially. That money mainly goes to shipping out prizes and technology behind the scenes. There are several ways you can financially support the podcast. Patreon and YouTube join are ways that you can pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives and earn rewards or perks based on the level you donate at. You can find out more and sign up at patreon.com/ggkcs or click the join button under any of the YouTube videos. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, there is a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website. We are bookshop.org affiliates. If you purchase something from our shop, we earn a commission, as well as local independent bookstores. I make a shelf every week with the books that we talk about in that week's episode, but anything purchased from our shop helps local independent bookstores. Our shop is at bookshop.org/shop/ggkcs, and we are amazon.com.co.uk and .ca affiliates. If you're shopping on Amazon, if you go to our site first, click on the appropriate Amazon link, and then do your shopping as normal, we will earn a little money back based on what you purchase. You can find us online at ggkcs.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, even though I'm still in Instagram jail. If anybody has contacts to help with that, I'd appreciate it. et cetera, our Facebook group, et cetera, can all be found at ggkcs.com. I think the grocery delivery person, I thought they were coming a little bit ago, but I think they are coming like momentarily. So I'm going to tell you goodbye. Please, please, please stay safe, stay healthy. Please wear your masks. Please get vaccinated. I've got a friend whose parents are both not doing well after getting sick. After they got vaccinated and still got sick. So please, please, please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Think about others and take care of your mental health. There's a lot going on in our world right now, and there's lots of emotions and feelings, and it can be really tough, I know, and so I just encourage you to take care of your mental health as well. And until we see you next week for our 9th Podiversary episode, happy crafting. We'll talk to you again soon.
Dammy, give me that toy. Dammy, why are you hitting me face? Dammy, give me toy. Dammy, I won't do it. Give it to me. Stop. Chump. Hey, give that back. I want you to chump it. Give me that. I'm gonna chump it. The chomp. And chomp. I like to chomp it, Dammy. I like to chomp it. Well, no, to take it. I want to chomp it. Hey. No, don't take it. Don't take it, Dammy. Oh, Dammy. Why you do that? I know on you. Or maybe. I think about it. Give me that. Oh, no, I fought over. Damn it, don't take it away. I want it. Give it back. I want to jump it. I'm not going to jump it. Jump. I'm a good jumper. Damn it, no, it's mine. You cannot take it. I'm gonna jump it. Stop it. I tried to jump it. Damn it, I just want to jump it.